Okay, so for assignment 8, it's all about finding good points of view on man-made structures, either interior or exterior. Points of view that make them visually compelling and that use the native format of your camera in an engaging way. Because we are not going to crop these, though we are going to process them for effect. So I'm just going to pull the whole mess of them over into a folder for assignment 8. Because you need to shoot a lot. And we shot in the auditorium, and we shot in the gallery, and we shot on the stage and backstage, and we shot in the library. So quite a few opportunities there. I'll make a folder of my exposures because I'm going to be picking 3 from this. Once they all come over, I can eject my disk, put it back in my camera. And it was a mixed blessing having bad weather because it gave us nice filtered, diffused light that was very even and not too directional. Yet it gave us very low light, so it made a lot of the exposures maybe a little wobbly, a little motion blurred. So now I like to use Preview on my Mac to look through these. And the reason I'll put them into a folder is I'll just use Preview, double click, open them up, and then I'll drag the ones that I think have potential for further processing right onto the desktop. And I might flip these every once in a while, but this is just basically to augment my viewfinder and get a better look. See, in my viewfinder, I thought I was so perfectly lined up, horizontal and vertical there. So I'll show you how to fix that. But you see how the circle is a little bit better. This is looking very religious. But I think this is the shot that might be a little bit more interesting. But that one's lined up a little better, so I'll bring that over. Some one-point perspectives on this bench in the gallery. I had a very low f-stop, so you can see how it just dissolves because I had to erase someone's pants in the background. Didn't want those to show up. One point on the wall. 1 point, actually 2 point here. I was excited about this shot when I was lining it up, but there was a student leaning against the wall that made it so I couldn't go quite low enough. Maybe there's some potential there. I liked how it was kind of an arrow pointing to the left side. This is in the bathroom. It's very minimal. The auditorium, it was just really dark, so all the shots are going to look really orange because of that interior light. But using the flash kind of doesn't do what we want it to all the time. But this one has some potential. I like all the different levels of shadow. These I'm just worried about the focus on them because of the long exposure. That looks okay. Oh, that one I like better though. You only need 3 good exposures to process up. Some fun with focus. The back of sets, I like this blue there. It's kind of nice. More backs of sets. The faux marbling there. Yeah, there might be something to that. I have a very minimal aesthetic. I like things kind of clean and orderly. So those are the exposures I'm going to favor. So I'll usually do a folder of all the exposures and then a folder of the best exposures, and then from the best exposures I'll choose the ones I want to process. That motion blur turned out kind of cool. Well, this was shooting up at the clock tower. I just liked how it cut into the space a lot. So when I find an angle I'm excited about, I'll shoot it a few times. Try to make sure I have the focus I want. Can't tell if I like this one horizontal or vertical better. So, looking straight up the clock tower, dividing the space, 1 point perspective down the corner there, then into the library. The library is tough because there's so many people. But I really like these. These are just the views out the window. They're as dark as they are just because of the backlighting. I'd have to get rid of this, but that's easy enough to do. Like line drawings. looking at the shape of the sky, like puzzle pieces, negative spaces that kind of interact with the positive space. The beautiful Fine Arts Building. And our fountain. This would be a great tilt shift example. The blur here, I'll make it look like a miniature model. I do like the colors today. The wet quad is quite nice. Then in stairways, all the repeated patterns. All right. So I have my all exposures folder. Now I'm going to have my best exposures folder. This is just how I organize them. You could pull only the three you wanted to work on right off your memory card. But you want to really take a look closely at all of them. And now this is what I do. I'm going to arrange them and then pick my three while they're small. So arrange by name. Since I just went through them in that order, maybe I'll arrange them by something else. They're all going to be the same size. Yeah. Let's see. So this one feels really powerful. So I'm going to move that out. This one I think has some strong potential. And actually, silly as it is, I really like this one. All right, so I'll demonstrate with those three, but I might come back. I keep all my best exposures here so I can kind of be reminded, because it's as the mood strikes you. You might like others for a resubmission. Okay, so now I have my three. First mission accomplished. Now, how can I show you the simple way of lining things up? Well, we're going to open one up with Photoshop. And I don't have much time left in this demo, but the basic principle is we line up the verticals with the sides of the frame, and we line up the horizontals with the top and bottom of the frame. So I make a duplicate, Command J, I select all, I hit Command T to transform, and I use guides to line up the horizontals I want, and then I'll show you how we transform them.